Manchester United 3, Nottingham Forest 0, and Premier League football is back, baby. It is back, and Man United is back in winning ways. Yes, we have won. Goals for Martial, Rashford, and Fred. We are going to get into it. We're going to talk about the game today. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to talk about Martial's performance, Rashford's performance, Casemiro's dominance in the midfield, the way he orchestrated everything today. We are going to get into it. It's good. It's really, really good that we got Martial back. He brings something to the team that no other striker brings, and it's the ability to bring others into play. It's the ability to hold the ball up. Ronaldo, and let's be honest, he didn't do that very well, and he couldn't really do it very well towards the end of his career. Antony didn't have a good game today. He didn't have a good game. So let's just say that he didn't have a good game. When we needed the end ball, when we needed the end product from Antony, today he didn't take care of the ball. I think that's what I saw. What I saw today was somebody who he had to score that chance. He had to score. Let's be honest, he had to score and he didn't. He needs to work on his finishing and the cohesion between himself and the team, the way that he sees football and what he wants to do and what the team expects of him in terms of if you're not. As usual, guys, smash the like, turn on your notification, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do the damn thing. Subscribe below. It's a brand new channel presented by myself, Chosen Wisdom, where I essentially react to every single Man United game and give my opinion. We're going to talk through the game, have a little chill, have a little relax session, and just talk through the game, the high points, the low points, what happened, why it happened, and everything in between. So yeah, we're just going to have a little chat, a little breakdown, guys. I hope you've been well. I hope you guys have had a Merry Christmas. Hope you guys are not too hungover. But best of it, or most importantly, should I say, I hope you guys have been looking after yourself and I hope you guys are safe and well. But anyway, Merry Christmas and all that jizzle jazzle. Let's get into the game. First of all, a surprise. Shaw started centre back. Now, I've said for a while that Shaw, the problem I've always had with Luke Shaw is not his ability. It's always his mentality. He doesn't go forward enough for me. He's scared to go forward a lot of times, or at least I don't think he chooses his moments when to go forward wisely enough. A lot of times I want him to drive because he's got the pace and he's got the ability to do it, but he just hangs back a lot. So because of that, I've always thought to myself, Luke Shaw playing centre-back could work because this guy doesn't even, I don't think Luke Shaw's first instinct now is to drive forward. I think whether he's had too many injuries when he's driven forward and he's broken his leg too many times, so psychologically he's never got over that, or whether he's not being rude, but whether he's lazy or whatever it is, but he's not a fullback. He's not an attacking fullback. He's more of I'll say a neutral fullback, I guess. But he played decently today. I was surprised to see him play centre-back, and apparently there has been an illness in the squad, but he played centre-back and he played decently today. We had Aaron Wan-Bissaka on playing right-back. We had Malacia playing left-back. We had Bruno, Eriksen and Casemiro as a midfield three, and of course Antony, Martial and Rashford on the left. And I've said before in my previous video, if you go back and check my previous video, it's good. It's really, really good that we got Martial back. He brings something to the team that no other striker brings, and it's the ability to bring others into play. It's the ability to hold the ball up. Ronaldo, and let's be honest, he didn't do that very well, and he couldn't really do it very well towards the end of his career. Rashford doesn't do that at all. Rashford is best when he's playing against a high line and he can run in behind, but when Rashford is playing with his back to goal, he's just not that just not that good. Martial is just clearly better. We've seen it many times. We've seen it in pre-season. Van Gaal's seen it in pre-season. Van Gaal said it many times himself, whether it's been in press conferences. He said, Martial's my main guy. So we need to get Martial playing. We need to get Martial fit. We have to, because we don't. Liverpool's got Gakpo, so I don't know what striker we're going to get in January. But we need to get this guy fit, and we need to protect this guy for the rest of the season. Otherwise, we're going to find it tough. We are, unless, of course, we go in and get another striker. So that is a team. Illnesses made some players miss the game, apparently, but that team is a good enough team to beat Nottingham Forest. Anyway, we don't really need to play. United didn't need to play really well to beat Nottingham Forest, and let's be honest, in my opinion, I don't think United started the game that well. We started really slowly, and that's been a pattern. And I've said this in my previous video. United don't start games with the required intensity. When I watch Arsenal play, when I watch even Man City play, as soon as they start games, there's an intensity that they have. United are quite sluggish when we start games, both in the first half and the second half of games, and we're going to talk about that as well. But that being said, in the first 5 minutes, Aaron Wan-Bissaka crossed it in for Rashford, who controlled the ball in his chest, and rather than taking a shot first time, he moved infield. He moved further infield into traffic. He wanted to shift it further onto his right. And that's something I want to talk about when it comes to Rashford. When Rashford plays on the left, he's really good. He's really good. But sometimes I do wish he wasn't so predictable, and I do wish he didn't always want to shift it into his right. I remember when Rashford was younger, he used to do stepovers and sometimes go on his left and cross it in on his left, a low-driven cross onto his left. And sometimes that would bamboozle the defender because, of course, the defender expects Rashford to go on his right. So I think Rashford just needs to switch it up sometimes, not always run inside. Listen, the field is congested. Middle of the park is congested. And he can see that. And that's why I wish Rashford had a better footballing IQ, because he always just cuts in and runs into traffic. And that's what he did in that chance. And I just want to point that out, that Rashford had a good game today. He had a really, 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 really good game today. I really enjoyed his performance, but he's still going to critique, and that is one of his weaknesses. So yeah, we didn't start amazingly well, and we just needed to move the ball quicker. We were really sluggish at the start with the way we moved the ball. I did notice that Bruno was making a lot of third man runs. He was making a lot of runs beyond Martial into the striker position. And whenever Bruno does that, I always notice we don't play that well. I always feel like Bruno is better when he becomes part of the move first. He drops deep, or he plays in where he's supposed to play, which is the number 10. Find the line, find the space, keep moving along the lines, find the space, retrieve the ball or get the ball somehow, maybe pass it on and then make a run. But a lot of times Bruno, he was making that striker run, that third man run beyond Martial and vacating that space. And we weren't finding a rhythm. We weren't finding the patterns. And I think that was a problem. However, that being said, Nottingham Forest are not a good team. They're not a good team, and I don't think United needed to be that well. We did play okay, and we did improve during the game. Like I said, we didn't start well, but we did improve. But we didn't have to beat or play amazingly well to beat Nottingham Forest. And the first goal was a really, really simple goal. It looked like it was from the training ground. It was from a corner, Ericsson, low corner to Rashford, right foot, side foot finish, great goal. Like I said, when Rashford doesn't have to think, when Rashford is playing, I am being critical, of course I am. But when Rashford doesn't have to think, when he's being instinctive, that's when he's best. And that was a really good goal. Like I said, it just looked like it was from a training ground. Really disappointing goal. If I was Nottingham Forest, it looked so simple and so easy, but clearly effective. If I was Nottingham Forest, I'd be very disappointed with that goal. But really good goal for Rashford. I'm happy for Rashford. I want him to kick on. I want him to now score more goals. Cristiano Ronaldo has gone, which means everybody now has to. I mean, we had to before, but because in my opinion, we were carrying Ronaldo. When Ronaldo was on the pitch, we were playing with 10 men, to be fair. But now that he's gone, there's no excuses. People need to step up. People need to score goals. And Rashford right now it seems as if he's finding a little purple patch right now in his career again. For the previous 2 years, we've been going on at Rashford saying it's not been good enough. It's not been good enough. But the past few games, even before the World Cup, he has been playing well. And today was one of those games. Good goal from Rashford. And 3 minutes later, another goal. Once again, Rashford heavily involved with this goal. Down the left, received the ball down the left, carried it, chopped, great chop, took the defender out of the game, slid the ball to Martial. Now, it was a good finish by Martial. And I think the speed in which he took the shot, you know how Mason Greenwood takes his shots. Mason Greenwood doesn't let the defender or doesn't let the goalkeeper set, should I say. He doesn't let the goalkeeper set. And that's why he's a really good striker, Mason. Mason has the ability to get a lot of power onto his shot, precision onto his shot, but also the ability to shoot at a time when the goalkeeper's not set. And I think that's what Martial kind of did. If the goalkeeper had been set, I honestly think the goalkeeper would have saved that. He would have. But he wasn't set. Martial, I think he must have been practicing that, and I'm happy for Martial. Good goal. I think he scored or assisted in almost every sort of game he's been in, something along those lines. When he's played, basically, Martial has had an impact on the pitch. And long may it continue. Like I said before, we need this guy fit. Good goal. And after that goal, we didn't look like conceding up until De Gea had a little, chest shot. Did you see that chest save, should I say? Did you see that chest save from De Gea? That was really, really unorthodox way of saving a shot with your chest. What do you guys think of De Gea? I've been seeing in the news that we might not renew his contract and we're looking for other goalkeepers. De Gea is not a modern goalkeeper. He's not a modern goalkeeper. He's not a keeper sweeper. He's not great at passing the ball out from the back and all of those other things that you need the goalkeeper to be good at. And to be honest, he's never, ever, ever been good at coming for corners and commanding his box and commanding his area. He's never been good at that. He's never had a presence in the goal. He's just been a good shot stopper. I wonder if and he's not the biggest problem at the club. There's bigger problems in the team that we need to solve. But I wonder if we need to start thinking about moving De Gea on and getting another goalkeeper in. But anyway, De Gea wasn't a problem today. It wasn't. I'm just thinking out loud. He didn't have a bad game today. Forest had a goal ruled out offside in the first half. But overall, United, without even coming out of third gear, played well. Without even coming out of third gear, played better as the half went on. Let's say that. They played better as the half went on. And yeah, it was deserved. Second half, once again, United started slowly, and Nottingham Forest were on the attack within the first few minutes, and we were on the coach. However, I think is the best. I think, okay, let's talk about Antony. Let's talk about Antony, guys, because this is, I think, when Antony had a chance to score and he didn't score. When Rashford had a run, nice, once again, a really good run from Rashford, and he played the ball into Bruno, a really good ball into Bruno, who then flicked it through to Antony. And Antony tried to open his body up to put it into the far corner. And he went straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Antony didn't have a good game today. He didn't have a good game. So let's just say that he didn't have a good game. When we needed the end ball, when we needed the end product from Antony, today he didn't take care of the ball. I think that's what I saw. What I saw today was somebody who, when it mattered, when we needed the final cross or the final pass, a lot of the times he just didn't have or didn't take enough care. And to me, it's more this rather than his actual ability on the ball to me. And I think he just needs to, I don't know, he's not a problem. And it's not a problem because players can have bad games. We've seen Antony have good games. What I don't like is when, and this always happens, the other fans, let's say the opposition fans, the Liverpool fans, the Man City fans, whatever, they start saying negative things about Antony online. And Twitter is like a cesspool. Twitter is a toxic piece of crap anyway. But they start saying things about Antony, and then what you get is the Man United fans start turning on their own player and start saying certain things about it. Listen, we won the game today. Let's just say Antony didn't play well and just say that and leave it as that. Let's not say Antony didn't play well. He's rubbish. He's this, he's that. No, 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 no. Because that's what I always see with sort of the ethnic flair players, the Pogbas and the Antonys and all. And even, let's be honest, when Ronaldo came to the club and Ronaldo did his step overs and Ronaldo, the fans didn't like it. The fans didn't always love it. The fans got on Ronaldo's back as well. So every kind of player like that gets it for some reason. So we just need to protect those players from, not only from the players who want to flip and break their legs, but protect those players from opposition fans who are going to hate on them. And also protect them from our own fans who are going to just flipping catch the bone that they're being thrown and run with it. Listen, don't hate on Antony. He didn't have a good game. If he carries on having bad games, another bad game, then we can be like, okay, something's happening right now. He's not just having one-off bad games. He's consistently having a bad game. So now we need to have a conversation. But if he's just had one bad game and he's back from the World Cup, relax in it. Everybody just chill. That's all I'm saying. He had a bad game. He had to score that chance. He had to score. Let's be honest, he had to score and he didn't. He needs to work on his finishing and the cohesion between himself and the team, the way that he sees football and what he wants to do and what the team expects of him in terms of what runs they think he's going to make compared to what runs he's actually making. We just need better cohesion. That's all, and that will come. I'm pretty sure of it. I don't know what's going on with Sancho. I'm not going to do a private or another private. I'm not going to do a separate video on Sancho, but I'm just disappointed in what's happening with Sancho. And the only thing I want to say to you guys when it comes to Jadon Sancho is just relax for a little bit, because everybody jumped on Jesse Lingard, until they found out that he had problems. He was going through problems with his family and with his personal life. So I have a feeling, and I don't know, I don't have no inside sources, but I just have a feeling that something similar might be happening with Jadon. It's something that's going on up here, whether it's something personal that's affecting his mind, or whatever. But who knows? But Antony had to score. He came off. Martial came off. Martial had a okay game. He had an okay game. He scored his goal, held the ball up well, got involved with the game, decent performance, scored his goal. We have to wrap him in cotton wool, like I said. So, yeah, Martial came off. Antony, bad game, came off. Garnacho and Donny came on. What do you guys think of Donny, first and foremost? I think if this team plays the way Ten Hag wants them to play, I think there's a place in this squad for Donny van der Beek. I really think so. I think so, because when Donny came on, he was taking up some very clever positions, and his movement was so intelligent. And I've said it many, many times, if he can just play with players on his wavelength, just on his same pattern of movement, when he moves, just give the ball quicker, just quick, bam. As soon as Donny moves, give it, bam. Because the thing about Donny is, it's not just his runs to receive the ball, it's his third man runs, it's his runs off the ball, it's his runs to create space. He's just nice with it. He's just nice with the football. He can do his thing. So I noticed that straight away, Donny was doing his thing. and Garnacho. I've noticed Garnacho has a song. You guys have already, the United fans have already given him his song. That's good. Great. Great. All I'm saying, guys, I'm still trying to understand what kind of player Garnacho is. Yes, he plays on the wing. He's a winger. I know that. I'm not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say is he a speed match? Is he a speedster? Is he someone who's a bit slow and techie? No, we can see he's not slow, but you know what? Is he someone that wants to cross the ball in? Is he someone that wants to cut in and shoot? Is he like a Mo Salah winger? Is he a Mahrez kind of winger? Is he, of course he can be himself and he can be his own man, but I don't understand. I'm still understanding what sort of winger he is. Does that make sense? Because a lot of times when we had the ball, he could have been wider and he could have hogged the line, but when Malacia or Luke Shaw had the ball, he was right next to him, and I'm thinking, Garnacho, just hog the line, stretch the team, stretch the defense. But he never. He always wanted to cut in and he always wanted to drive at the defender. So that makes me think he's more of a striker forward, rather than a winger. So I don't know. I'm still waiting to see what sort of play he is. And I just think we just need to be careful. Because and I say we, but football fans, and I don't see football this way. I think I'm more pragmatic with the way I see football, more logical and less emotional and less tribal and religious. So I don't sing songs about footballers and worship other human beings. So I just think we just need to be careful when we worship, because we just want to find somebody, a next hero. When Bruno Fernandes came, he was the best signing since Eric Cantona, like Robin Van Persie, Wayne Rooney, Rio Ferdinand, Cristiano Ronaldo, and all those great signings we've signed since Cantona didn't exist. Like, those people didn't exist. Bruno was the best signing since Cantona, some people were saying. We just, very quickly, we like to find a hero. We love to worship. As soon as Rashford scores one goal, Rashford is back, he's back. When Cristiano scores one goal, Cristiano's back. Well, we just love the dopamine and the love and the chemicals that get released to our brain, that we just love it. So we just get so reactionary. But this is not the channel for that. Sometimes what I want to do to you guys is just rein it in and just be level-headed and say, do you know what? Relax with that. Yes, we're happy, but let's be logical. Let's try to be pragmatic with this thing. And yeah, let's wait and see what player Garnacho is. Let's do that. Let's do that. But that leads me beautifully to Casemiro. The guy, the Brazilian maestro that some people trying to compare to Partey. Relax. He's the best DM in the world. Everybody was saying that before he came. And now that he's here, people are like, he's all right. No. He just went around his business and he just stomped out all the fire. No, he didn't stomp out the fires. He blew out all the smoke. There were no fires because he didn't allow any fires to exist. He said, no, what, smoke? No smoke. We ain't even having no smoke. Great play. Great play today by Casemiro and the ball to Fred. That's the thing about Casemiro. One thing that has surprised me is that he's not just somebody who tackles like a Kante. He's somebody who plays the ball forward and plays the ball forward with precision, and he can also play through balls. And the weight of pass is also really, really perfect. Like, this guy, man, and he's two-footed. And that pass to Fred for the third goal was just nice. It was just nice. Do you know what? When I saw the pass, I thought to myself, if that was Bruno, he would have hit that ball so hard, but the weight of ball was just perfect. Casemiro, Fred, great goal, Brazilian connection, 3-0, wrapped up the game very, very, very nicely. And I was going to give man of the match to Rashford, because I have given it to Casemiro the past few matches. This is how I see it, right? The problem is Casemiro's bar is up here. Casemiro gives like an 8 out of 10 every performance. And not just 8 out of 10 because he scored a goal. He doesn't need to score a goal to get 8 out of 10. he can just go about his business and get 8 out of 10 in terms of his performance, in terms of his 90 minutes performance. Not just quiet for 30 minutes and then scores a goal, then quiet for 40 minutes. No. He how many touches? He plays in centre midfield, so he's going to have loads of touches, and he's going to have or be instrumental in a lot of the things we play. So his full 90-minute performance is an 8 out of 10. And there's Rashford, whose full 90 minutes performance on average is maybe 6 out of 10. If he scores a goal or two, Rashford, he'll get 8 out of 10. Or gets an assist, he'll get 8 or 9 out of 10. And if he doesn't, he'll just get a 6. Whereas Casemiro's average is always up here at 8. And this is what I'm trying to say. Casemiro will get man of the match more for me than Rashford will, because Casemiro he's consistency. He's consistently good. So I was going to give it to Rashford because Rashford today played better than how he usually plays. While Casemiro plays how he normally plays, but Casemiro, how he normally plays, for me, he's still better than Rashford's really good performance, and that shows the levels between them. Casemiro is actually world class. We don't have many world class footballers in our team, and that's maybe we should do another video on that and have a big conversation about that another day, because everybody has their opinion on what world class is. I don't think we do have some, but not many. Varane might be one, but we can talk about the others as well. But Casemiro is definitely one of the world-class players that we have. Great performance by him. He gets man in the match. I was going to give it to Rashford, but Casemiro just pipped him. Well done, Cass. Well done, Rash. Well done, Martial. Even though Antony didn't have a good game today, we won the game, so let's be positive. Let's drown out all that flipping anti-Antony nonsense on Twitter. In fact, don't go on. I don't even want to go on Twitter. That's a cesspool of just garbage. Anyway, that's it. That's my breakdown. That's my analysis of the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah. Onwards and upwards. I think we're still 5th. Where are we? We are 5th in the league. It's weird because I feel like United are making progress all the time with Ten Hag, but we're not making progress in the league because all the teams above us keep winning as well. We are still 5th. We are 1 point behind Tottenham with a game in hand. So Newcastle are surprising me. Flipping heck. Newcastle are the team that nobody expected. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. I hope to see you guys next time. Enjoy your new year. It's been a tough year, guys, but we pulled through and we are here about to approach the beginning of a brand new year. Hopefully a brand new season for this channel. The more the channel grows, the more I can get people on the channel and start doing different things with the channel, bigger things with the channel. The more I can improve, the more that we can be better. We can all get better. And yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Cool. Anyway, thanks for watching and yeah, peace out.